So friends, today is Sunday. We are here back again on the channel Share and Learn by Vikas. Today's discussion of topic is self-confidence and leadership. Once you like this contents of this channel today, please share it with your family, friends, near and dear ones and your colleagues, and also subscribe this channel for the future viewing. So last time we started a series of power punch. You remember how to increase our confidence by using the word yet. Today our power punch for all of us is just let us look at two statements. One statement is, why is this happening to me? It's a closed statement. It gives a direction that nothing will happen, everything is closed and the world is closed for us. But then at the same time, if we change in the same situation, the thought process or maybe a question around us that what this situation is trying to teach me. Is it different? Earlier statement was, why is this happening to me? It's a closed negativity full of. But then at the same time, if we change this thing to what the situation is trying to teach me, I think there is a learning involved into it and our confidence is regained back. So confidence and leadership, the topic which is our discussion for today, doesn't mean that only when people are reporting to us, then we can depict the leadership. Let's get to the discussions. First of all, let's understand what is the leadership. It's not only the people when they are reporting to us, then it's only a depiction of a leadership. Leadership can be depicted by various ways and means. So if we are in front of our client, is it a leadership? The answer is yes. If we are in front of our family, is it a leadership? The answer is yes. If we are in front of our team, of course, if we are in a project, is it a leadership? The answer is yes. If we are in front of the audience or the crowd, is it a leadership? The answer is yes. So while we have defined the leadership now, and then we are looking at the confidence. So how we can become a confident leader? Now we have increased the arena of our leadership. So how can we be a confident leader? There are traits available, and listen to this specific session very carefully. It is not only we can define our leadership. It's also how we are perceived in front of others. That also defines our leadership. So someone who is listened to is a confident leader. Someone who is followed is a confident leader. Someone who is responsible is a confident leader. Someone who is comfortable talking with is a confident leader. Someone who can guide, someone who can explain, and someone who can help navigate. She is the person who is a confident leader. So let's investigate a confident leader. There are 4 characteristics which we have put in here for a discussions for all of us. The first characteristic of a leader is hug feedbacks. Please embrace feedbacks. Please have a confidence to take feedbacks, because feedbacks come in any form to us, and once it comes in a good or a constructive way, both ways we have to take our feedbacks and we have to work upon those feedbacks. Otherwise, if we are not able to hug our feedbacks, likely chances are that we may not work on the feedbacks, and once we will not work on the feedbacks, we will not be able to correct ourselves, learn from the past, as well as plan for the future. Asking others to take feedback regularly and proactively, do we do that? The answer may be yes or no, because most of the professionals and most of us, if I say, they do not take feedbacks regularly and proactively. Because if it is a good feedback, we take it. But if it's a constructive feedback, we probably ignore it, and then we think that why to take these feedbacks. And feedbacks, as I just mentioned, has to be taken both ways, constructive as well as the good feedback. Feedback can not only come from the people around who are there in our job profile, or the people who are around us in our projects. The feedback can come also from our family, from our friends. So that's the way. Let's hug our feedback. Couple of weeks back, we had a very good discussions here on Sunday. Was the enriching confidence. So, if we have to understand what feedback is important for us, watch that session of enriching confidence and typically watch the critical elements of the self-confidence. We will be able to learn, relearn, and we will be able to embrace all those discussions. The second characteristic of a leader, a confident leader, is disengage for a while. Sounds interesting? Yes. This helps another person who are there associated with us in the project or in the job to think on their own and act on their own. But every time if we are present as a support, as a guide, is a likely chance that the person is dependent on us. So disengage for a while. The one thing which more happens if we disengage for a while is that it helps us as a leader, as a confident leader, to evaluate or reevaluate our assignments. And also it helps us to focus on problems one at a time. So disengage for a while. So the fourth characteristic of a confident leader is, if I say be visionary, I think that word doesn't relate closer to us. It's a big word, a big jargon word, which we listen and we forget about it because we are not able to define what visionary is. But if we convert this be visionary to provide repeated assurance on the outlook, also to us as well as the people who are with us into our projects or in our job. So let's remember, so provide repeated assurance on the outlook is the fourth characteristic of a confident leader. So when we see confidence in others, when others see to us that is a confident leader whom we are attached with, that is the leadership assurance to us. So, how to test that we are the confident leader? One test is that we are seeing many leaders who are confident and we are attracted towards them for the feedbacks and we follow them also. The other aspects of a litmus test is that someone from our project team or maybe some of our client, some of our peer group, some of our family members, if they look towards us and if they reach out to us, it means that they have accepted us as a confident leader. They see us in charge of the situation and they also see us as a futuristic person. So these are the three litmus tests which will give us an idea that we are not only a confident leader, but we are also there to help and support to our projects team as well as our family. And to continue as a confident leader, we need to have self-talk. How we can do better, how we can be more productive, how can we be able to guide or give feedbacks to our near and dear ones, family members who are around in our project. One more litmus test which is coming in my mind is for our discussions here is that if we have a self-talk and we can reflect upon that we got some of the feedbacks unknowingly from our peer group or family members or maybe people in job around. So that is one more litmus test that people are looking towards us as a confident leader and they are also providing the feedback unknowingly to you. I was going through one of the article and could note down one line for all of us. Nothing feels better when we are utterly confident. There is something about confidence. It is a gift which we can give to others. Looking at this line, our next topic of discussion on the next Sunday will be inspiring others with confidence. So thanks for watching today's discussion. Do subscribe this channel, share and learn by Vikas, and see you on next Sunday.